How can you support Madrid?
How can you support Madrid?
You live nowhere near there.
You're not even Spanish.
You're not even Spanish.
Did your grandfather even serve in the Spanish army?
Gloryhunters.
Have you ever even been to the Bernabeu?
Plastic fan.
Armchair supporter.
You even upload Spaniel.
I bet you've never even seen
Alfredo Stefano play live.
You've never even been to Spain.
They're right. I don't belong. I'm just a glory hunter.
Yeah, so in case some of you still didn't know, I'm a Real Madrid fan that is not from Madrid, or Spain even. I know, rare case. I've been getting a lot of comments and tweets for a long time now. How can you call yourself a Madrid fan if you're not even from Madrid? I think it's interesting to point out that 99% of the time the person telling you this is from England. I don't remember one case where a Spanish person told me this, so I don't know if this is an English thing or... But I'm kind of confused when a Liverpool fan or a Manchester United fan takes pride in their club's international fan base. You know, because those people aren't from England. You want them supporting your club? Well, I still stand with everything I've said in the past regarding international football. I think club football is completely different. That's why teams have players with different nationalities. The games are broadcasted all over the world. It's a global thing. So I find it ridiculous when people say only people from that certain city can support that certain club. It's like saying you can't be Christian if you're not from Bethlehem, or you can't be Muslim if you're not from Saudi Arabia. Instead, I see as people who live near the club and are able to attend matches regularly are more privileged than others. So those who live near the club, instead of thinking you have the exclusive right to support the club, just be thankful that you can do what others wish they can. And then not every country has a league like the Premier League or La Liga or Bundesliga. For instance, when I really started getting into football and supporting Real Madrid, I was living in Palestine. We don't even have a professional league there. Now I know for a fact that if I said I was a Crystal Palace fan, for example, nobody would really accuse me of being a glory hunter, but it's because I support Real Madrid, and I understand that. You see, supporting a big club is kind of like being in love with a really hot girl. You're gonna say you like her for her personality and all, but other people can't see that. All they can see are her looks, so they're gonna think you're in it for that. Let me read this quote from the great Dennis Bergkamp. When you start supporting a football club, you don't support it because of the trophies or a player or history. You support it because you found yourself somewhere there, found a place where you belong. So there you have it. As long as you feel that connection with the club, nobody can take that away from you, no matter where you live. I'm not going to sit down here and try to prove to anyone why I'm a true supporter and not just some bandwagon fan. And neither should any of you ever have to do that. However, I do agree that people tend to lose credibility when they claim to support multiple European clubs. For example, I like Jose Mourinho and Eden Hazard, but I never call myself a Chelsea fan. Because once they're done, I'll probably be like, hey, I like Sturridge and Balotelli. But then I definitely look like a glory hunter jumping from team to team. Which is why I'd never claim to be a fan during their successes or failures, unlike my case at Real Madrid. So if you like a team just because of a certain player or manager, just say you follow that team instead of saying support, because you're putting them at the same level as the club that you actually supported. Now, I've heard people say before that they actually support more than one European side. Myself personally, I've only been able to find that connection with Real Madrid and my local side, the Los Angeles Galaxy. But who am I to tell you you can't? You do you. Do you really think Manuel Pellegrini just walks into his office and plays Flappy Bird all day? No, of course not. That's Tim Sherwood.